everyone, so on this video today I'm going to teach you how to reduce the file sizes of PDFs. Sometimes you've got to send something through to a client and it might be a little bit too big. Well, there's a really quick and easy way to reduce file sizes on Adobe Acrobat without having to reopen a document on Photoshop or InDesign or Illustrator, whatever you're using, and just doing it straight from, like I said, Adobe Acrobat. So let's begin. Let's just start off with looking at this PDF. So I've got this example here. It's a really nice portfolio that Advocate made a couple of about a year ago, I think. So if we just first of all get the info, so let me just scroll into the center here. So we take a look. This is 562.7 megabytes. So this is a big portfolio PDF. It's already been used in the past. Like I said, it was a print job, so this had to be really high quality so that the printers could do a good job on the printing. So we want to reduce the file size. Why? Because, like I said, we want to send it to a client, or we want to send it via Dropbox, and sometimes it might be a little bit inconvenient to send this to someone or to a client, even through a Dropbox link, because they might not have the right capabilities to open something so big that's over 500 megabytes. Sometimes it can slow the whole computer down, so it's a lot more convenient to send them something a lot smaller. So how do we do this? So on Adobe Acrobat, the first thing you'll do is you'll open your PDF as you have here. The next thing you'll do is you'll go up here to Tools, and on the Tools menu, scroll down to the very bottom, and you will see this section here called Optimize PDF. That's what you will select. Now, when that happens, the first thing you'll see is a change up here on the top. Now, I know you're probably going to be tempted to press Reduce File Size. Yes, that does reduce the file size, but we're not going to do that just yet because we need to optimize the settings first. So if you go to Advanced Optimization here on the second selection, you will open this window. On this window, you will make sure that it's on Images, and you will see these three boxes with the number. It doesn't matter what number it is. When you open the box, you just have to make sure that you reduce the size to 72, because 300 is a very it's a very big number for high quality images. So we want to reduce it to 72, which is the minimum for web for web. So once I have that, I can press OK, and it is already going on to the reduce file size section. So we can give it a new name. So I'm just going to call it the same thing, but version 2. I'm going to save it on the desktop. Now this section will take, now you'll see, depending on the size of the document that you're reducing. So for example, this was a over 500 megabytes. It'll probably take a couple of minutes, probably 3 or 4 minutes. I've waited at times for huge files over 2 gigabytes. Sometimes it's taken me 10 to 15 to even 20 minutes to reduce size. But yeah, what I'll do is I will speed this through and move on to the next section. Okay, so now that the reduced file loading progress bar has disappeared, whatever you want to call it, now we know that this is a reduced file. So we can check that by going onto our desktop. I've got it here in the corner. Let me bring it in. Okay, so this is our previous portfolio. So let's just look at it again. So the file count, the file size is 562 megabytes, and this is now the new file size. So let's get the info out. So there you have it. It's been reduced to 41 megabytes. So that's still high. You still can't send it on an email, but you still, like I said, can upload it onto Dropbox and send to your clients. Now, just one thing before I finish, it is recommended that once you have reduced the files, for example, like this one, this is the 72 megabyte PDF. This is no longer good for printing. I would avoid sending it off to print. What you should always do is send the highest file size document with 300 dpi. You can catch that on one of the other videos that I've done But yes, once you have turned it into once you have reduced the file size, do not send that reduced file size PDF to print. That is strictly just use it for web-based, platforms, and send it through email to a client. But yeah, that is it. Thank you very much for watching.